Hey y'all, it's that girl Shay Atkins. I just got through doing my workout, so I'm looking a little rough. But I wanted to do this video real quick. I can't believe I didn't mention this to y'all about the self-love toolbox that I was telling y'all you gotta have on the self-love journey. Yesterday I was telling y'all about how prayer is one of the most powerful weapons you can have in your self-love toolbox. But this is also something that you cannot go without having in your self-love toolbox. Because if you don't have it in your self-love toolbox, it will hinder you. It will hinder you. And what that thing is forgiveness. I was reading our Youngler's book today on forgiveness. And I'm like, I don't think I told them about that, putting that in their toolbox. So forgiveness, unforgiveness manifests in your body as an ailment. It manifests as stress, high blood pressure. It affects you mentally as well as physically. And it's a hindrance. Love cannot flow through you in its totality when you have unforgiveness in your heart. And if you need help forgiving, there are different exercises that you can do to help you let go of that negative energy. I remember going to a retreat this time last year called Rachel's Vineyard. If you never heard of it, see if they have it in your city. Once all this stuff, once life goes back to normal and we can get out again, Rachel's Vineyard. If you've ever had an abortion or you need healing and you're holding on to the guilt of anything in your life, go to Rachel's Vineyard and it will bless your life. And one of the exercises that we had to do, we had like a class of like 7 of us. And one of the forgiveness exercises, is we had to write a letter to. If it was just one person, you write a letter to them. If it's more than one person, you write a letter to each and every one of them. And then after we wrote the letter, we had to be very vulnerable and real. And we had to go up to somebody and say what we would say to them, say what we could say to them as if they were right there. What would we say? And man, when I tell you, it was tears going in there, and it was just such a release. It was just such a way to release that energy. So, if you have to write a letter to them or him or her, write the letter. And as a way to show your subconscious mind that you're letting it go, burn it. Burn it. After you get through, as a way of letting go of that energy. And what else? Or you can rip the paper. If you write it on the paper, rip it up as a sign of I'm letting it go. And I listen to Catherine Ponder. I love her. She's dead and gone, but she has so much wisdom when it comes to love and forgiveness. And one of the affirmations that she has when it comes to forgiveness is, I fully and freely forgive and release so and so. I fully and freely release the situation and let it go. I release the situation to its perfect outworking. You can keep saying it over and over. I fully and freely forgive and release such and such. I release the situation to its perfect outworking. And you say that when you've been disappointed and you didn't want the situation didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, and you still holding on to the disappointment of the situation. And you have to have enough trust in God to release the situation in His hands, because He knows what's best. I fully and freely release. I let the situation go to its perfect outworking. God knows what's best for me. I trust. I let go and I trust. I let go and I trust. I let go and I trust. So that's an exercise that you can do when it comes to forgiveness. Or you can picture you saying it to them in your mind and hugging them, or whatever you can do in your mind as a sign of letting it go or letting them go. And that'll help you. You do it every day. And every day your heart it gets softer, because you have to have compassion. In order to forgive, you have to have some kind of compassion and understanding and awareness that you or this person was operating from a broken place. They were wounded and they were broken. You have to have compassion for their situation, what they may have been going through, in order to see the situation from a higher perspective. Because if not, when you take it personal, You're going to be holding on to that thing because you're going to be like, they was out to get me. Oh, no. They did it on purpose. They knew what they was doing. But nobody that's whole and walking in love goes around hurting people like that. So you have to have that understanding in order to forgive. So I hope that helped y'all. Put forgiveness in your self-love toolbox. It'll change your life. It'll change your life and open doors for you. Open your heart to love. So anyway, holla at you. Love you. Hope this helped you.